Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of this R6 rebuild. We've been quite busy getting along with a load of cleaning up. I've put all the subframe swing arm back on. I've had to use the blue painted one in the end because the one I was going to use, one of the chain adjuster bolts snapped, and as we all know, that's a nightmare to get out, and once you do get it out, you've got a bit of the chain adjuster bolt rattling around inside the swing arm which you can't get out, so I'd rather not that. But as you can see, we're all looking quite pretty now. And it's not immaculate by any means, but it's more than good enough to start putting back together. What are you doing, boy? Engine's all clean as well. Been going over this. I've stripped all the bits off that I don't need. I've replaced one of the exhaust studs. Gone through all the threads for the engine mounts. It's for the most part clean. And so, as we've got it at this stage where it's just literally frame and engine, we're going to take the opportunity to just dump said frame on the engine. It's the easiest way of fitting the engine. So while it's like this, we might as well be rude not to. Right, so a bit of faff, quite a bit of faff actually. Normally with just dumping a frame onto an engine, it's real straightforward and simple and easy, but it did fight me a little bit. But either way, we're there now. As you can see, we now have frame and engine as one. There we go. 5SL. She's looking quite smart already. Starting to come together already. So the next part, I'm going to be fitting the forks. The next video, the video previous to this would have been the fork rebuild, because I'm going to start doing that tomorrow. So that will be released as like just a quick how-to video, but basically we're going to fit the forks next, so that's going to be tomorrow for me. And then we're going to get it on its wheels, and just basically start assembling it as far as we can go, and we can go pretty much all the way there apart from bodywork, because I need to get on with the bodywork. I have a whole shelf right behind me of bits and pieces that I need to sort out. So that's going to be the next task. We've got everything cleaned and ready to go. We've got our sprocket carrier, we've got our sprocket all nicely cleaned up, we've got our black nasty chain all cleaned up. I told you it was nearly new, so all I've got to do is buy a link for that. Still got to clean up the brakes, all the rear sets, do the sort the wiring loom out, but other than that, it's pretty much plain sailing from here, guys. So right, we're back. It's a new day. I've done the forks video yesterday, so we're now ready to fit some forks. That video is probably already out on the channel by the time you're watching this one. So yeah, we shall carry on with the rest of the bike. Forks are now done. I haven't done it as like a part of the build series. I'm gonna, it's like a little spin-off, so this is just going to be the next part, like part 5, 6, whatever, and the forks are just going to be a fork video. So there we are with that. They're all ready to go, so we'll just get on with fitting those and get this thing on some wheels. So there we are, in the air again. Progress coming on nicely. I'm going to run over it again with a rag and brake cleaner and stuff. We've got all this kind of nastiness in here from where I've cleaned it down. But I want to get it rolling, so let's do that. Little tip for these cush dryers. I mean, it's not so necessary for these because these are all greasy and anyway. So I've just left them because it doesn't really matter. Furniture polish, Mr. Sheen furniture polish works brilliantly for getting the sprocket carrier on in between the cush dryers, and it also stops a lot of squeaking. Another thing you can use as well, which isn't as good, but I've got it, is silicone spray. So I'm just going to do a little bit of that in there like that. We're going to get our sprocket carrier. Make sure your washer, your spacer is in there. I've cleaned this sprocket. It is a 48 tooth, 520. I have got a couple of nuts missing, but these are the old manky nuts. I'm going to get some nice pretty ones to make it look a bit more decent anyway. So that'll do for now, just to hold it on, and I'll be able to get the chain on and stuff, because I have got a link as well. Again, tiny amount of grease. Make sure the wheel is the right way around. It's got an arrow on one of the spokes on one side, which we are the right way around. Now I hate this stand for this reason. I have to kind of push the bike off the stand a little bit to be able to get the axle in properly. There we go. We'll do that up properly later. Right, just going to finish things off with a kickstand so that once it does come off the stand and we move it around, we can obviously stand it up. So we get this bolted on here. I have give it a clean. Like I say guys, it's not like a full restoration, so like, you know, things aren't getting painted, so yeah, there is rough areas and things like that, but it's all clean, it's all nice, like, you know, a good project base for someone to work with, as a bike to love and have as a, you know, a sort of ongoing thing. I'm changing this oil filter, by the way. Right, so I think that's about all we've got time for today, boys. I have just off camera just chucked the handlebars on, just with the clip-ons on, just so I can move it around once it is off the stand. We're looking alright, The main pieces are together, as it were. I think probably in the next video I'm going to be just building up the handlebars. I'll probably do the wiring loom and get all that mounted. Possibly exhaust manifold, things like that, but just basically plugging away at building the bike back up to what she was, just a cleaner, nicer, better, fixed version. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like what you see, and thanks very much, and I'll catch you on the next one.